Soleil here, and thanks for attending this session. All right, we are going to talk about randomizing data, cultivating lists of fake data. Why would we need fake or dummy data? A lot of reasons. One, we're building out something and we want to test what we're building. We generate some fake data, we get some names, some addresses, some start dates, IDs, favorite colors, whatever, just so that we can test what we're building. Another reason is for trainers. We have to build lots of examples so that we can show people anti-joins, pivot tables, writing if statements, whatever. We need fake data to do that. Somebody asks us for help or we need help ourselves. And the data that we need help on is sensitive. Real names, social security numbers, real email addresses. Nope. Go to your bank of fake data, make some data up, and then work on the problem that's needed. But why keep our own workbook? For one, there are a lot of websites that provide fake and random data, and they're good. But what I've watched is there's some of them that you have to be careful of. They put in weird street names that can be offensive or just goofy. You got to go through and look, see what's there, eliminate anything that could be something you would not want to show the public. Another reason is a lot of these sites, they can be a hassle to deal with. Like there's one, so let's say you need 10 fake names. All right. The website will generate that for you, and then it's going to give you a link to download a workbook. Oh, but you need 50 more names. You go back to the website and it's going to have you download another file. Sometimes they will print the data on the screen and then you got to copy and paste it into Excel and then clean it up because the cell, everything went into one cell or they came in a stack, even though on the screen it was all nice or flattened file with nice clean headers, but now you paste it into Excel and it's a big stack that you got to unstack. So those are the reasons why I have found it important to be able to keep my own bank of fake data and to generate my own fake data. Let's go through the file that I have. Here I've got 3,090 fake addresses. And when I bring them in, I will go through them and one, look for anything that might be offensive, like 17 drunk grandmother driveway. No, we don't need that. So I clean that out and I don't have to risk going back to another site and getting something crazy like that again. Everything is here. Also, I spot check to get some idea if these are real addresses, because I don't want to put real addresses into an example, let's say, when I'm teaching a workshop. Let's look at these names. Now this is live. I've got formulas in here. So I've got over 6,000 first names and 6,000 last names, and then a column for middle initials over here. If I make a change in a cell, like a C, okay, everything updates. I get a whole list of new names. This column has a list of fake phone numbers. I've got dates here. I've got currencies. And let's say that I want birthdays. So I want to go back to say 1 January of 43 up to 9 December of 01. And then let's say I want 25 dates. Now column K is giving me a list of birthdays that I can use in my fake data. I've got colors here. So maybe I want fake data where one header is people's favorite color. Business types, business names. Here we've got Brazen Turtle Cafe. And then business types, a brewery, credit union, pizzeria, auto parts store. Random names and codes. So if I needed employee IDs, I could grab a bunch of those. I've got US states, the regions they're in. So Georgia is in South Atlantic. List of foods over here. Random objects, list of random fish, cities, and then professional designations. This is helpful when somebody, let's say we want to show splitting columns. Sometimes we'll have a last name, comma, first name, comma, and then two professional designations. Well, I can go over here. I can grab DDS. I can grab NP for nurse practitioner, medical technologist. And then I saw that there's even a registered poetry therapist. That's interesting. But they're available to me so that I can have a lot of choices and create a lot of different types of data to show just about anything I'd want to show in a workshop or test anything a client might have me build in Excel. Let's start building some fake data. Let's start by making some dollar amounts. I want 25 rows, 3 columns. The lowest value will be -50, the highest being $107. Here we go. A plain old rand array equals rand array. Rows right there, comma, the columns, the 3, comma, minimum here, maximum here. I don't want an integer, so I'm just going to hit enter. Good. But what I have to do so that when I bring this data over, I don't have to deal with rounding errors in case I do math on this. I'm going to go back and then wrap this in trunk, open parentheses, go to the end, comma, 2, close parentheses, enter. Now I've got dollar amounts. What if I have 8 rows and 12 columns? There we go. We've got dollar amounts. Now, dates. Same thing, but we do want integers. Equals rand array, rows, 10, column, 4, comma, the lowest date, the 1st of January of 20, comma, the largest date, comma, yes, we do want integers. I'm going to put a 1. Close parentheses, enter. There are our dates. Now let's look at addresses. Addresses are tricky. I do make some up. I do get some off of random data generators and compile them here. But I compile them myself so that I can get what I want as much as I want without some of the problems that I mentioned before. But one thing I didn't mention was sometimes getting things like weirdo Uncle Drive. No, I get this data and I look for it and make sure that there isn't anything that's going to be offensive or weird or distracting. One thing though is US zip codes always have at least 5 digits So this Massachusetts zip code needs a leading 0. Need to highlight this column. Go over here. More number formats. Custom. Go here. 00000. 5 zeros. Okay. And now everything has 5 characters, including leading zeros where they are needed. Now here's something that I often do. Let's grab some addresses, copy, paste, and then grab some more. Copy and paste. Let's do this, northeast and northeast. Sometimes I want to make examples to show people how to split columns or to sort or anything. So what I want to do now is get these directions into the address. 4650 North Kipper Circle, and then 2899. Look at this. Flash fill is helping us out. Let's go ahead and hit enter and let's look. 1293 North Blair Court, 79 West Millions Court. We're good. There's flash fill with the hookup. Now let's generate a list of names. I'm starting with this column of first names, column of last names, and then a column of middle initials. And over in column B, I have the counts. We've got 148 of both last names and first names, and then 20 middle initials. And I prefer to put the names into a table rather than use dynamic arrays, because I do want the parts of the names, like the first, last name, separate, but then I would also like the full name, all automated. Let me show you. Equals rand between, comma, bottom, 1, comma, top, right there. And I'm going to do F4, close parentheses, and enter, and make this a table. Okay. Now wrap this in an index. Index, open parentheses, the array, the first names array, comma, the number, go to the end, close parentheses, enter. Ha ha! There is the list of first names. Do the last names now. Equals rand between the bottom number 1, comma, the top number there. Hit F4, close parentheses, enter. Then, you know it, wrap it in index. Index, open parentheses, the array right there, comma, go to the end, close the parentheses, enter. Now watch this. Equals text join, delimiter, double quote, space, double quote, comma, ignore empty, yes, put a 1 there, comma, go here, close parentheses, enter. Now watch what I'm going to do with the middle initials, because not everybody has a middle name. Equals rand between the bottom number 1, comma, the top number is going to be the count in the middle initials column times, let's say 1.9, close parentheses, enter. And I need to put the absolute cell references around the B6. So hit F4 and enter. Now we see, say Lucille Cochran has a 33. That means she will not have a middle initial when we're done. Now we have to wrap this in index. Open parentheses. The array is here, comma, go to the end, close parentheses, and we're going to get some errors. Hit enter. Those ref errors represent middle initials that we asked for where there are no middle initials, like row 33. Here's how we handle that. If error. If that value errors out, then double quote, close parentheses, enter. There we go. Reed McSilver, Heather W. Orlando. We've got the fake names. If we need more, we can just drag this table and we've got more. Let's play and make up some data. Let's say I want to do a Power Query example and I want to show about fill down or whatever. The thing is, we need some fake data. Here we go. Now I'm going to grab some first names and last names there on my other monitor, but here we go. And I want another Eunice. Okay. And I want another Leah. All right. Get some last names. Let's go with Ames again. And then let's have a Fletcher here. All right. Now, email addresses. r.ames@fakeemail.com. Let's do K. Look at that. Just checking out what flash fill is doing. Looks good, but what I want to do is look at the name De La Campa. We got some choices to make. We can close the spaces. We can put underlines. Let's put underlines. Home, find select, replace space with underline. Replace all. Okay, close. There are the fake emails. Now we need IDs. So here is what I'm going to do here. This is the format that the IDs need. A B out front, then these numbers, and then the letters, and then 4 digits. Equals rand array. How many rows? I'm going to say 15, comma. How many columns? 1, comma, minimum 2111, comma 4849, comma, integer, close parentheses, enter. Okay, so I need 4 more. Go up here, 19, enter. Go here, right click, slide. Values only, good. Now, capital B, hyphen 3 hyphen M hyphen 3665 B hyphen 4. Let's see. Yep, that looks right. But now what I want to do is check. Are there any duplicates here? Highlight all of that. Conditional formatting, duplicate values. Okay, good. There are no duplicate values. So go back to conditional formatting, clear rules from entire sheet. All right, there are my IDs. Now we need birthdays. I'm going to leave this here, but I only need 15. Okay. Copy, right click, copy. Okay, I needed 19 actually. So let me go and get 4 more. And then format. Let's grab some account balances. So I need 19. Let's put this at 2000. Okay. Copy. Paste as values. Turn it into money. Cool. Now we need some favorite colors. And some addresses. Let's make up some city names. We don't need these on the bottom. Or we could just make something up. And there is our fake data set that we can use for all kinds of purposes. One last thing to mention, and then we can get out of here. In my main workbook, I had so many volatile functions. Volatile meaning these functions change with every change in the workbook. So the example I showed where I put the C in the cell and hit enter and everything updated, or those are volatile. I had so many of those in my main workbook where that recalculation was taking a long time. It got noticeable. So, I think I was asking for maybe 500 names and some other stuff. And with every change, even if all I did was delete a row somewhere, everything would recalculate. Took a long time. So be careful of that. But you got to really have a lot before you start to notice that performance. So go ahead, don't be scared, make your own fake data, empower yourself. You can get exactly what you need when you need it without the hassles. And thanks to Liam and Tim and their teams for all the support around the Excel Virtually Global Summit. This has been great. There's a lot of folks doing a lot of cool sessions. And thank you for checking this out. Go randomize, y'all. Go randomize.